Hello everyone, I'm Mohammed Shakir Zuhimi bin Zulkifli. My metric number 199372. So today I would like to give a little bit about some information of the monocropping and intercropping system. First of all, let me discuss about monocropping first. Monocropping is a farming practice or agriculture method wherein the same farm or piece of land is used to grow only one type of crop. It actually one species to be precious. There are many reasons why monoculture has been the most prevalent practice around the world. One of it, the farming efficiency. As we can, as we all can see it, it's easy, simple, and focused. The crowd is the same over the world farm, which is making the farming management decisions are easily simplified. Second reason is only the machinery necessary to maintain the crop needed to be bought. Other than that, the seasonal work is also predictable along the scheduled casual labor like what time to harvesting and on contract machinery. And it also maximizes the financial return and minimize costs. The disadvantage of this monocropping system is we can see it greatly depends only on one crop. If the market fall, then the income severely affected. Then the other farmer will affected. Not only that, monocropping system also having problem when the disease came, it can widely of entire crop. The entire crop will be damaged, so the farmer will having great loss of income. Diminishing of soil fertility also happen when the same crop being grown every year will reduce the nitrogen content in the soil. So why we have to move to monocropping? Because it's actually more efficient in money and terms. Why does this matter? It matters because the consumer wish to buy his or her food as cheap as possible. So what is intercropping? Intercropping is the one of the primary challenging for the farmers today is to increase their output per hectare in a stable manner. Intercropping is actually a multiplier cropping practice that involves growing two or more crops in the same field. The primary goal of this intercropping is to achieve the highest potential yield of a particular field by maximize the potential of the resource present at a given time. If it is a system which has already been used traditionally by small-scale farmers in a tropical climate where a gradual and leguminous intercropping combination is commonly found, like bean planted in a row between the maize. Actually, they have a four approach of four type of intercropping, which is mixed intercropping, row intercropping, relay intercropping, and lastly is strip intercropping. For example, mixed intercropping is two or more crops are planted in a mix without a distant row arrangements. So whenever two or more crops are planted together, they will compete for light, water, and nutrient. They could have a negative or positive impact of each other. Successful intercropping depends actually between good balance between competition and facilitation. Example of strong facilitation is where legume improve soil quality due to the nitrogen fixing character or where a second crop add as a cover crop which shaded the soils and increase the water retention of pieces of windbreaker that shatter a crop or reduce wind erosion. The other side of the coin is where the secondary crop compete with the primary crop for pasture, space, and nutrient. Why do farmers always practice intercropping? The main motivation behind this intercropping is to improve output per hectare, but this can only be achieved with a careful crop selection, continuous attention to detail. There are some farmers who use intercropping to improve the density of the organic material in the row to reduce soil temperature and retain soil moisture. In this case, they refer to the secondary crop as a living material. They, they refer to the crop as a living mulching. This means it is important to understand each crop water requirement through the growing season. One of the main reasons for intercropping is in a commercial enterprise is the attempt to address the need for animal feed, particularly during the dry season, and it is commonly practiced for animals to graze on maize after the harvest has been complete. However, maize did not have mean as low protein, so we need the intercropping system to make it the protein in the maize higher. The pros ataupun or the advantage of intercropping is potential to increase crop yield per unit area, improve soil fertility by leguminous intercrop by nitrogen fixing, reduce soil erosion, and so on. Other than that, the disadvantage of this intercropping it also have like is not always suited to a mechanism farm system. Time consuming is also more intention and increased intensive expert management. The biggest challenging to adopt intercropping system is the advance of the planting, cultivation, fertilization, spraying, and harvesting of more than one crop in the same field. When the farmers identify the need for diversity of production, example for household food security, it will encourage a farmer to divide a field to subsection and plant a crop on a rotational basis. For me, monocropping and intercropping has its own advantages and disadvantages. For me, intercropping is more benefit compared to the monocropping because intercropping can give nutrient or supply nitrogen for the plant, reduce weed, weed as we all know is a home for disease and pests. If we can prevent these pests and disease from coming, it is likely will increase the production of quality of the product and also increase the fertility of soils. This method of intercropping system could only increase output per hectare, but it is only can be achieved if the farmer has the effort and knowledge necessary to select suitable crop like maize and bean, and also have the management appetite and time to input the care of the crop. So that's all for me. Thank you.